and you were kind of confused as to what you were signing? What reason do you have to doubt that it's yours?
I just had my doubts, and I went ahead and ordered a home DNA test.
It's never in children's best interest to grow up with a daddy that has a doubt. We need to nip it right now and have the testing done to remove any doubt. Okay.
Absolutely agreed, sir.
It's for the children's child's sake. Okay. Not only will the dad treat the child differently, but the daddy's family will look at the child differently when there's a doubt. So all in all, that's what testing is being ordered for the best interest of the child. Thank you both.
Thank you, Judge.
This man did a secret DNA test a year and a half after he signed the birth certificate and proved that he's not the father. Courts with fair judges, such as the one we're about to see right now, prioritize the best interest for the child, and this judge does just that. Let's watch.
This is a suit affecting parent-child relationship. The parties sign an acknowledgement of paternity for one child.
Okay. Now, this tells me that both of you are not married. However, when this child was born, Mr. Quintero, you were present and you signed a written acknowledgement that you are the father of the child. Do you have any questions about that, Mr. Quintero?
I have no questions about that. I did sign that. I was the acknowledgement. I was pursued or persuaded into me believing that the child was mine.
So in other words, you have a question, you have a doubt about having signed that?
Yes, that is correct.
Uh-huh. And all right. And how old is the child, Ms. Velez?
He's a year and 2 months.
Year and 2 months. And how old are you, sir?
I am 29.
You're 29 and you were kind of confused as to what you were signing?
No, I was pretty clear on what I was signing, but I guess at that moment, I don't want to accept the truth or accept the doubts, because I was too far emotionally maybe invested already at the time.
Now for some reason you have a question, and are you asking to contest the acknowledgement and you wish to have a testing done? Is that the case?
That is correct. I have no problem with being on child support, putting myself. I'm actually the one that opened this case up against myself. I have no problem with raising it. I would just like to be for sure that it's mine.
I'll be sure.
The father is locked in at this point, more than willing to step up to the plate to be a father. But he was convinced that the child was biologically his. But after coming to the realization that the woman that he has been with is a thought pocket, he changed his tune. And even if a father has a 1% chance to believe that he may not be the father, that will impact the child.
And what reason do you have to doubt that it's yours?
Because after the child was born, I just had my doubts, and I went ahead and ordered a home DNA test, and I DNA tested the child, and the results came back that I was 0% the father.
Oh, okay. And did you let Mrs. Velez know about that?
Absolutely. And she insisted that my DNA test was fake at first, so I persuaded her to give me another one to prove me wrong, and she denied every time.
Liars be lying.
All right. All right.
So,
okay, I understand. So I understand. Ms. Velez, do you understand that he's asking to contest the acknowledgement and request of testing? What is your position, ma'am?
If that's what he wants, I'm up for it. But I was not aware when he did that DNA or what he did to my child. So, yes.
Yeah, I know, ma'am. What happens? That happens sometimes, and they go to Walmart or H-E-B and get some over-the-counter test, and they do it without the mama, which they really don't need the mama, but we do require it in our testing. So what's going to happen is I'm going to go ahead and put on the record that he is contesting the acknowledgement. That doesn't mean that he's not the father. Legally, he's recognized as the father because of the form, but he is contesting it. So paternity testing will be ordered. The state will make arrangements to have you tested, ma'am, and the child, and also, sir, to have you tested. Okay?
Greatly appreciate it, sir. Thank you so much.
Sir. Yes, sir. It will take. It was going to take about 6 to 8 weeks for the results to get back, and for the state, they will set up the. They will let y'all know. Just keep all the appointments. Just keep all the appointments the state makes. Tells you where to appear, what time, and the location. So, Mary, what date are we using for further hearing so we can call this case again in the near future? By that time, we should have the results. So we need a date.
December 6th.
December 6th. This case will be called again December 6th, 2022 at 8:30 a.m. So we can deal with the results and then see how we proceed at that time. All right. And Mrs. Velez.
Yes.
Can I ask you, did he ask you to go ahead and see if, once he told you that he had taken a test with the child and asked you if you wanted to take one with him and the child, Why did you decided not to do it, huh?
No, I told him that I was afraid. I was actually the one who told him that he was wrong with the results that he came up with. I have screenshots. I have all the messages saved.
Take note, previously in this conversation, the judge asked her, hey, what did you do when you found out about these results? And she denied knowing about the results. She said, I don't even know what he was doing with my child. But now after this question, she acknowledges that she knew of the results and claims that the results are false. Yet another reason why DNA testing should be required, mandatory at birth.
I told
So you don't agree with the results. Okay, now we're going to have independent results ordered by the court, and we'll see what happens, ma'am. Okay? All right. So we'll see you all on December 6th at 8:30 a.m. All right, State, is there anything else in this case?
No, Your Honor.
All right, then. Thank you both for having appeared today. And the reason I ordered the testing is this. It's never in children's best interest to grow up with a daddy that has a doubt. We need to nip it right now and have the testing done to remove any doubt. Okay.
Absolutely agreed, sir.
Yep.
It's for the child's sake. Okay. Not only will the dad treat the child differently, but the daddy's family will look at the child differently when there's a doubt. So all in all, that's what testing is being ordered for the best interest of the child. Thank you both.
Thank you, Judge.
Even if you didn't get DNA tested before you signed the birth certificate, you could still attempt a paternity testing with over-the-counter methods, as this young man did. Now, it won't be admissible in court, but you could utilize it as the linchpin to get the court proceedings started for the official DNA test. And there's paternity testing facilities all over. I went all the way to Oregon, a place that damn near nobody goes, in order to find that, yes, there's one there. So if there's one there, they're going to be everywhere within the state of your choosing. And you can see here the cost of it is $250, which nowadays comes out to a month's worth of Pampers, but is a value-add investment to know the truth. But the sheer ridiculousness of cases like this, where the father spends a year getting attached or forms a bond with what he thinks is biologically his, when the woman knows the multiple men that she's had relations with during that period of conception, is some of the most dastardly shit. And women caught doing fraternity fraud should be charged as actual fraud, because oftentimes you find these women will assign paternity to the man that they think is the best man for the job or has the most amount of income. Just as a judge said in the video, it is only the child that suffers through your lies. And it's crazy to me that this happens as much as what it does.
5 to 30% of the general population, men are raising and paying for children that are not theirs and don't know. According to the American Association of Blood Banks, between 25 and 30% of the males who are accused of being the father, they take a paternity test and find out they did not do it.
Are you for mandatory DNA testing at birth?
I am absolutely on record as saying that if we want to prevent the problem of having men challenge paternity later down the road, then let's apply a proactive solution. Automatic DNA testing at birth would work to help two things. One, we would assure that the right parents were named on the birth certificate. Two, it would stop paternity fraud and take the profit out of paternity fraud.
But so many women's groups say this wouldn't be fair. You're acting like you don't trust the mother. Why do you think they say that?
It's a red herring. It takes away from the focus of, well, who's the one person
that knows,
who has all of the information about potential fathers or the paternity candidates?
Right.
It is the child's mother. And currently, in most places, she has no duty to disclose that, well, wait a minute. Well, my husband's not really my child's father. My boyfriend is. Like, well, wait, lady. But you're married.
Any man, or any woman for that matter, that does not agree to mandatory DNA testing is simply not a rational person. And if the law doesn't change, more of these situations will occur.
For all my family and friends out there, I just got some bad news. There's too many of y'all. I can't call everybody, so I decided to make this video. I'm finna get this girl a call.
Hello?
What's up? I got some bad news.
What?
So I decided to get a DNA test on Mika.
Okay.
And the DNA test came back And I just found out I'm not Mika dad.
Come on, I know you lying.
I'm so serious. The papers is right in front of me.
Well, them can't be no right papers.
How could you do something like this to me?
Do what?
You know what? I've been in this baby life since she was born. I signed her birth certificate.
No way.
How could you do this to me? I went to her K-5 graduation. I was there.
You can't be serious right now.
And you laughing and you think it's funny?
Are you playing?
No, I'm not playing. This is so serious. Why would you do something like this to me? So you've been sleeping behind my back?
What?
You had me thinking that she was my baby for 7 years?
No, because you are the father. You don't need worry to tell you that. Come on now.
I mean, I feel like you're making jokes about this whole situation when this is serious. I'm so hurt right now. I can't believe you would do this to me. I was there when she lost her first tooth. I helped her with her homework. We spent so much time together. And you still lying on his phone when a DNA test came back and said I am not the father? I can't believe you would do something like this to me.
I just really can't take the serious right now.
Alright. Alright. You know something? You know something? You wrong. You so wrong for misleading me like that for all these years. I'm so hurt right now. But it's cool. You want to take everything as a joke? Karma is going to come back to you.
It's tough watching videos like that, but until something changes, that will continue to be the reality. Questions,